My name is Nashad, somebody goes on Sharon, and this is a Spurs podcast that my buddy Danny, who celebrated his 40th birthday, he's actually from Edmonton. That's the one originally from Edmonton, that's the one over there, not the one down the road. Had his 40th birthday, happy birthday, Danny. It's finally here, beginning of the season, and I'll be honest, I am fucking excited. I am pissed as hell that I can't actually beat Everton away. First of all, because I love Everton fans, I get along with a whole bunch of them. Mate of mine down here, Johnny Abrams, I was at his gig last week. Big, huge toffee. And there's a couple of guys, Simon Borley, that do this NSNO podcast. I think Neil says Neil Optimum, not nothing but the best. And they come up and roll the roost, and they are fucking hilarious. And they live up to all the good things about Scousers. Proper, just really funny guys. So if you're up there, my mate Deb, she's up there, Spurs Bear, and if you see a person with a diamond for a heart, you can feel the love from her. She's gonna be up there. You'll know you're in the presence of greatness because Deb's is amazing. So I'll do a match preview, but I'll do what I think what the season will be. I think we'll finish second. I don't know if finish top. I think we could finish first, but it will be absolutely vicious. It really will be. Obviously, Man United have signed Pogba. I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't see what the big deal about Pogba is." Trust me, this guy is amazing. He is very much Dembele-like in terms of he can move the ball beautifully forward, but he's got a pass on him. He can have a shot. He's not as good as Vieira. I think Vieira is clearly someone who he may model himself after, but nowhere near in his league. But he can be. He is that good. He can be better than Vieira. He really is. He's got this incredible eye for a pass, and he's just so strong. But the way he moves with that ball. So yeah, but can they all gel together? I mean, does Jose know his best team? Will Eric Bailey and Smalling tighten up that defence? That's the key. Arsenal, they're defensively not that strong. Man City have bought money. You remember last year, Everton money can't buy you sons. Well, I think probably not Chelsea's money, but Russian money can't, but Arab money can. And he's won for nearly 50 million. Now he's a good player, Stones. Great, can do stuff with the ball. He's a good defender, but he's still got a lot to learn. Under Guardiola, who knows? Maybe Guardiola, he is an excellent coach. I mean, there's a guy that has spent loads of time coaching individual players and really just brought them up. I mean, Philippe Lahm, who's probably one of the world's best players, he brought him up on another level. That is how good a coach he is. He's a very... People say, oh yeah, it's easy to be a coach at Barcelona or Bayern Munich. Try it. Seriously. Martino didn't do it. Many great coaches, it just doesn't work out for them, But, I think he will see how really good he is because yes, he's got Man City's millions, and he spent them. Leroy Sané is a very good player. Gundogan's a very good player, but is he gonna? Gundogan's had a lot of injuries. Sané, how is he gonna adapt? Raheem Sterling. We got a lot of players there. Aguero isn't fully fit. He might be getting rid of Bonnie. So people say, oh, if Harry Kane doesn't score goals, who's gonna score goals? Well, Aguero is the bulk of their goal scoring threat. I mean, De Bruyne is very important though, because people underestimate how important he was. He was out for a long time last season. He's a brilliant player. So it'll be interesting to see how he develops and moves on. And then you've got Liverpool. They bought some great players. Mane is superb, but he's one of those players that he's great one week, and then next week's like, where is he? You expect so many good things from him. Maybe Klopp can bring him on to that next level. The other players, other clubs, Chelsea, yes, they bought Kante, who will really strengthen their midfield. I mean, Kante was probably one of the most important players for Leicester last season, probably the most important player for Leicester last season. And that midfield will be a lot better for him there, and that you will probably see the best of some people like Fabregas, like Willian, or who had a very good season anyway, and maybe Oscar, because he will do all the legwork and the grunt work, and maybe that will bring out, say, the best of Matic, I guess. But Batshuayi maybe got goals, Costa, but defensively, I mean, who they got? I mean, I don't know what formation they're going to play. Does he even know? Because he can't play three at the back. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. My pick is we're going to win 2-1. I'm going to go with obviously typical back five really, iron defense. The Tongan's fit. I feel bad for Kevin Vimmer, man. That guy has really, when he came on last season, everyone was like, oh shit, the Tongan's out. It's been want to do the job. Was that Bert? Yeah, I mean, yeah, all right. People, Bert, he had nothing but faith in him. You know, he thought, you know what? He had faith in Mitchell Black Box. Oops, can't talk about that anymore. Mitchell. If there's people talking about, oh, he went because we got gazumped. Well, of course, he was going to spend like stupid money on a player. We're not going to spend that money. We've got a business model. You've got to work within that model. Maybe there are players we will go out the limits for, but the thing is, it's a team, and you have to make it a business rationale, and that can perpetuate forward, not just because if you do it for one, you've got to do it for everybody. And I just don't think it's worth it having players that he wanted 125,000 a week. Imagine Harry Kane. By the way, the person that is backing you up is actually on more money than you are. Fuck that shit. I think Janssen, we've got someone who's a lot hungrier, and more importantly, he's a mirror image of Harry Kane. I mean, I think it will take time for us to adapt to him because he's more left-footed. But he's a mirror image, so he can play well with Kane instead of Kane. And that's, if you go check out Raw the Roast, I think it was the Blue Tick Lord of Bath, Sebastian Stafford Bloor, and he they said, look, we need players that can play with and instead of, and that's why we haven't really bought a ton of players. Janssen can play instead of or with Kane. Wanyama can play instead of or with Dembele or Dyer. And I think hopefully we might get another player in Kudu, but do you know what? I mean, Yedlin, we've been saying for ages, we need to get a bit of pace down that wing. Well, Yedlin's a fucking speed demon. He'll track back, he's a natural, he's a right back, but he's not exactly the best right back, but maybe we do a Gareth Bale with him and just look, just fucking take the ball and run at defenders. Just knock it past them and just keep running past that fullback. Attack the shit out of that fullback. I mean, that's supposed to Aaron Lennon did have the best cross on him, the best end product. I think he's quicker than Aaron Lennon. So I think it'll be an interesting see how that thing goes. Because I don't know. I really think Yedlin, if we play, because I think they play him at right wing for his country. So I don't know those the American fans, Tottenham. There's a really good podcast, and they said a really thing yesterday. Which if you haven't listened to it, but please do. They're a very good podcast. Basically, Ryan Macy's going to stay because we need homegrown players. I mean, Nabil Bentaleb has gone from being whatever number he was before, like number 42, to number 6, to being back to number 42, to being out the door. Do you know what I mean? I'm pissed that Harry Winks didn't go for number 40. I mean, 40 weeks, come on, Harry. You know it, you're from around here. But no, I'm really looking forward to this. And, I think midfield, it'll be Wanyama and Dyer, good midfield. And Wanyama can play a bit. People don't realise, because he's a big, strong guy, but he can play a bit. Obviously, he won't have that same advanced movement that Dembele does give us. But you've got guys like Ericsson will drop back. You got Lamella that tends to drop back as well. Goes a bit deep. Dele Alli will be bombing forward. I think it'll be interesting to see how he play. I think Dembele's. People don't realize how. I mean, he was for me. I haven't got his number on the back. I've actually got Harry Kane's number, the old number. But Dembele for me was so keen because he could actually bring like 10, 20 yards. And there's a moment I remember. Just check it out. He's surrounded by Man United players. He's like, Moussa Dembele, come out. You're completely. And he's just like, he's gone. He's completely just goes through all of them. I'm like, dude, this guy could melt a hot knife with butter. Do you know what I mean? That's how tough he is, and so skillful. You know what I mean? He is the Chuck Norris of the Tottenham team. Yeah, yes, that's right. I said it. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And I actually am at a judo seminar. I'm with Sakata Judo, which we train in Hertfordshire. And my coach Dave Chastel is a very great guy, judo and sambo, and we're doing a bit of BJJ as well. And yeah, so to all those out there going at Liverpool, Laura, Debs, Mick, Kat, all of you guys, you know what I mean, have a great fucking time. Maybe I don't know. After we squash the toffees, have a bit of scouse. Anyway, as always, it's always great chatting to you. It's always lovely to be. I'm just look at me. Look at my face. Am I happy? But am I happy? Look at my face. You see what I say? Of course I'm happy. The Premier League's back. We are back. Happy Spurs Day, everyone. Come on, you Spurs.